So here in red we have the fire meridians, and we have them over the heart on the left hand side and going straight down on the right hand side. The right hand side of the body is mainly concerned with the trust, faith and confidence people have in their environment, while the left hand side one is much more to do with trust people have in themselves. So when there's a person's trust issues, we tend to be able to find them in these two meridians, and often like a lack of self-confidence will lead to problems in their environment, and also problems in the environment will tend to lead to problems with self-confidence. So very often you will find that a problem on one meridian actually is related or will cause or is caused by a problem in the other meridian. So often you will find that almost at the same height similar weaknesses or blockages in these meridians will occur. And if you look at it, we have a little bit of a timeline, and pretty much up to the diaphragm. This is the past, so you have the recent past, which is basically a few months ago, a few years ago, and all the way down towards childhood traumas and other things. And of course, as time passes by, this gets more and more compressed because more and more events are in a way pushed down into the belly. If you look at the area above the diaphragm, these are basically the trust issues which are, you could say, here at present or are developing. And if there is a traumatic experience, like he's betrayed or something, then the problem would be here. And then if it is not resolved, but actually becomes damage to his faith and trust, then it will move down as time passes. So here the meridian tends to be very clear, very open, trusting energy, and it can here be strengthened by events which are happening, connections there which are made in present, or it can be weakened. So you could say around the area is the center of experience, where in a way it is defined whether trust should be increased or decreased, and the results are then programmed into the belly. When you're working with these meridians, it's very usual to find that it doesn't flow very, very smoothly. The problem is always to try to find out where it started. So if we're looking here at the top of the meridian, here it is flowing quite smoothly, so there is relatively little problems in the current situation, but actually already here it is starting to become quite problematic in the near past. So this would be basically only a few months ago. And if we look further down, basically this area, which is quite a large part of the past, is really hardly flowing at all. So there's a quite large area of distrust in the environment. I will compare it a little bit with the self-confidence. What I find here is that the energy is a lot weaker than on the right hand side. So the basic self-confidence, the starting point of self-confidence, is actually less than the confidence in the world, in the environment. Usually it is the other way around. People tend to think very good about themselves and very bad about everybody else. But so energy here stays more or less equal, although not as strong as we would like. And here we see that indeed over this whole period, which is also affected on the right hand side of the body, there are also several dips. It is not flowing very smoothly, but there's more energy here than there is on the other side. So this can lead us to conclude that even though there are some problems with self-confidence in this period, the situation with confidence in the environment was a lot worse. So it is very likely that the bad environment caused self-confidence problems than the other way around, which can also be possible. If a person doesn't have confidence, they might get teased more in school or picked upon. But in this case, it is environment impacting the person, and oddly enough, even though the environment experiences have been quite bad, the basic faith in the environment is strong, and even though there has been a lot of resistance here in the past against being put down too much by the environment, we still find that the base self-confidence is low, which is actually opposite from how I would have expected it given the past. But yeah, that would be an object to talk about a little bit and to find out how it switched and how these concepts came to be.